Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Shaded by Beauty. My name is Cheyenne and I have a special guest, Miss Jess.
Hello.
Okay, so in today's video we're going to be talking about the truth of being a mother. Okay.
And kind of getting ready.
Yeah, and getting ready together.
That's why I look crazy.
Me too, I look tired.
Same.
So I was going to do, I guess, mommy look too, but
She has all these like eyeshadow palettes in front of her, and I'm like, girl, I'm not doing all that. I'm gonna do what I wear every day.
I think I can get a neutral kind of look out of that.
All right, do your thing.
We're gonna see.
I'm not putting on eyeshadow, but do your thing, girl.
All right, yes.
So, okay.
All right. So I don't have any questions prepared for today, you guys, and yeah.
Super ill prepared.
Yeah.
It was
my idea. What was kind of your idea too?
It was my idea, but
she was very strong about this topic, so I was just like,
whatever.
You know what?
No, I just said that it would be a good idea. I'm putting on. Have you tried Sephora's new?
No, but I'll try it. Can I try it?
Yeah.
I just watched them.
They have a skincare line now that's like affordable.
Mm-hmm.
And it feels really hydrating.
Yeah, it feels good actually.
Yeah.
I don't really like the moisturizers because my face still be like feeling matte dry. I don't like that.
Honey, after I had kids though, or had Anna, I say kids, had Anna, my skin got really oily, so I need to put a hydrator on, but especially for this time of year, but right now I don't want like something super thick because then I look like an oily mess.
Right.
At the end of the day.
I don't care. I need something thick. Every time. I be like, bruh, I need something thick. Kids. I have two. She has one, and
yes.
Yeah. Yes. And do you want to like say like how old she is?
Okay, yeah. So my daughter is 4. She turned 4 in October, and she is literally me. Like I feel like I'm raising me, which is very stressful. Really annoying because she acts just like me, like her mouth. I saw a meme the other day that was like, it's hard to parent you because that's what I feel like I'm doing. I'm parenting myself, which is really annoying. See, I don't do my eyebrows first.
You don't?
No, I put my base on, or I put my
normally I do, but for some reason, like I feel like when I record myself, I'm just all off.
Oh yeah, no.
I don't do anything I'm supposed to do when I record myself. Okay.
I actually have the wrong shade, guys, so don't judge.
Don't be talking ish about us, okay? I'm doing stuff wrong. She got the wrong shades. It is what it is.
No,
okay?
I literally, it was like the 3rd lightest shade in the Maybelline. This is like the affordable,
I should have got that one so we could have done it together.
yeah, but it's the Super Stay full coverage. And I thought I was 120 classic ivory, but honey, no. I'm actually 118,
okay.
Which is like the
you can make it work. You can
second to lighter shade. I'll make it work. I'm just gonna drag it all the way down. Anyways, okay. So, what question did
I want to put out there just for people in general?
Yes.
Okay. Well, for one, I'm trying to like tag on to the things that we were talking about like on the phone. Like,
yeah.
Okay, so obviously this video I said is about the truth about being a mother, and there's a lot of people out there that are just snapping like just for that moment. So they make it seem like, I'm not saying that motherhood is bad. No, it's really good and it's very rewarding, but it's also very hard.
Yeah, actually, like I feel like that as a society, anyways, like we only put like the best things out there.
Yeah.
Not necessarily like
The bad things.
or
the stressful things.
Yes. Like we put our best foot forward on social media, and like nobody really wants to talk about like the stuff that's actually like super challenging.
Do you think people should start showing more like struggles instead of just only the good parts?
Yes. Okay, so I think I was telling you this on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
The Oscars, they decided not to do. Yeah, I'm looking really orange. I'm gonna have to like eliminate. It's gonna work later, I promise. Anyways, the Oscars, they had this ad that they ended up like not wanting because they said it was too graphic.
Mm-hmm.
But it showed like the mom like in a diaper after, like, you know, the diaper that you have to wear afterwards.
Yeah.
Yes. And then like you have to use the bottle to like clean yourself.
Oh, down there.
Yes, like did you have to do that? She had a C-section, obviously, like y'all know that, but I didn't. I had my daughter.
I didn't have to do that. It was offered, like, you know, they give it to you.
Yeah.
Because they don't, I mean, sometimes they don't actually know how you're going to deliver the baby, but
Yeah.
I did end up using it just because it felt clean, so I was like,
Yeah,
I might as well go ahead and use it.
no, I didn't have a choice, honey. It was like, oh, girl, you gotta use that. But like, it showed all that, and I was like, we really like need to start showing that, because luckily for me, like, I had good, like, I was under my mom's insurance, so like I was able to take all these classes for like really cheap, these birthing classes. So I actually got to, like, I knew that before going in, that like, okay, this
you
is
just have a possibility.
like, I knew I was gonna have to do, I didn't realize the extent of it, but I knew that like I was gonna have to like wear this big old diaper and wear this big pad for like
Ever?
Yeah, it felt like I was wearing it, I think I wore it for like 2 weeks, and then like just, yeah. But anyway, so, but some people, like, they don't realize that that's kind of what it's like when you have a kid, like, that you're gonna have to deal with all that.
Yeah.
And it's so, like,
Very different, very stressful. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. It's one thing to say something, it's another thing to actually go through it.
Yeah.
So, like, when people ask, like, oh, like, how does labor feel? Like, it hurts. Like, that's all I can say. Like, I don't know.
It is the worst kind of thing.
It just hurts. It hurts so bad, and there's no other way to say it. So,
Yeah. I'm only 5 feet tall, so I'm like, well, 5 3/4.
the lechstro.
Yeah, I am really short, and my torso is very small. And my child was like 23 inches. Her dad remembers the amount. I don't remember, because I just know, I know that she was long. But she was really long.
The girl was big.
Yes. She didn't weigh that much. She was only 7'7", but she was super long. And so, like, she just had nowhere to go for me. Like, she was trying to move herself around, and it was like, girl, there's
Like,
nowhere to go.
Yeah, like, you're kind of stuck.
Yes. So, and then her head, oh my God, her head was so big. Like, her head is like 90. It's always been like 99.
90% top? I
Yes,
understand.
yeah,
That
it
sounds like
was
that
huge.
too.
So when I went into labor, oh my God, she just would not budge. Like, there was nothing that I could do to get this chick to move.
This is too light.
It is. Is it really?
Yeah. Oh, well, anyway, go ahead. My bad.
No, you're good. So she just wouldn't move. And so I wasn't dilated enough. And they were going to, like, send me home. I had already the week, I think it was like a few days before, I went up to the hospital and I was having contractions. And then they kind of slowed down.
Oh, my bad.
No, you're good. And they kind of slowed down. But then when I went in the second time, they were like, okay, you're not dilated enough, so like walk up and down the hallway to see if like you can get her to move.
More.
And like I would have to hold her dad like this and like rock back and forth to get her to move down.
Yeah.
And she only moved half a centimeter in that 45 minutes that I was walking up and down the hallway. I was like, oh my gosh.
You had a long way to go.
Yes, I was in labor for 20 hours. Like, that was, oh, that was awful. And I pushed for almost 2. I almost had a C-section because they were like, you got to get her out in 30 minutes, because she kept going back. They thought that maybe her umbilical cord was too short. And so they like pulled, mom and her dad were in the delivery room. They pulled my mom aside and they were like, okay, you might have to, we might have to have a C-section. Like, if she doesn't get her out, we're gonna like prep her.
Yeah.
And my mom came and told me, she's like, you better do whatever you can to get her out.
You better push that baby out as hard as you can.
So they said push for 10, I pushed for 20, because I was like, the devil is a lie, honey, I'm not having a C-section.
Girl,
Yeah.
Yes.
So, yeah. And the reason why I had my mom in there is because I was young. I was 21 when I had her, and I just turned 21. I had just turned 21 2 weeks before, or no, excuse me, 2 months before. And I was like scared. That was the scariest thing.
Yeah. Not knowing, like, oh my gosh, you know, if you're gonna have to go through that.
Yeah, I was like scared, because I was like, oh my God, what if I do have to have a C-section? Like, I don't know how I'm gonna handle that. Because I wasn't, that in my mind, I know
That's not what you were prepared for.
No. And I was like young, so I was like, and you were young too. So I was like, C-section, like.
How old was I?
How old were you? 23?
23. Yeah.
Yes, because Bryson's 2
Yeah, you're right.
years younger.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bryson's 2 years younger.
I don't know my age. I don't know anything. After, when you have babies, it's like, baby in general, your mind is like, phew.
Yeah, that is very true. But I think I had terrible memory before. I just blame Anna because like,
It's easier.
yeah, it's easier to do that.
Blame the kid, because it's just easier
I
that
hope
way.
that this looks decent.
Girl, I don't even know, because I know for a fact this is not working. But it's
Yeah.
okay. I don't even care. We'll be
Like
able to put it
concealer.
together. Just trust the process.
Right.
Even when it's wrong, we'll
We
make
will
it
make it right.
That's right. Look at that.
So, what do you think was like the hardest thing when you?
Once I had a kid?
Yes. I want to hear your perspective on having, like, what it was like having one and then having
two?
Having two, because like I mean I want to have kids
Right.
again.
Right.
Maybe a little different because yours were two. You had two under two.
Okay, first of all, those people out there that says, okay, a lot of people are like,
Have
oh, it's
back.
so, yeah, like, what the heck, man? Like,
You a liar.
what? Like, okay, maybe I'll see what everybody is saying, like, once they get older, you know? But right now, no. Like, oldest, he'll be 2 in May, and then the youngest one is only like 4 months. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, so the first one, it was a little difficult for me because I was adjusting to being a parent in general, you know?
And your whole pregnancy, Matt was deployed.
That is right. Yeah. So my parents had to step in as well to help me out. Like my mom was literally at every single doctor's appointment.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was, and that was difficult. And you came with me too, because she helped me
Yeah.
announce it to my husband with the first one.
Yeah. Dunkin' Donuts.
Dunkin' Donuts. Yeah, like you're having a little munchkin. Did you find that on Pinterest?
I think.
You guys.
But also too, you showed me that you were pregnant by giving me.
Oh yeah, my tag. I
She
gave her
just
my stick.
handed me the peel on the stick.
Yeah,
I was like,
that's what happens, y'all.
Cheyenne.
When y'all
Well,
get-
I didn't think, actually at first I didn't even think about
I had it
I
wrapped
was
up.
like, I know.
Yeah.
But still, I just opened it up.
And after a while, you thought about it, you're like, wait a
I
second.
thought about it and I was like, wait, I just touched her piece.
You guys
Like,
look. When you can become like best friends, it doesn't matter.
Right.
Right? It's whatever.
Right. Because we've been friends since 19. We met in college. We actually
Yeah.
had classes together.
Yeah, we did. And didn't know it
Yeah.
at first. And then we were like, wait a second, are you in my class? Oh yeah, you're in my history class. And then
Oh
like,
wait, you're in my Spanish class too.
yeah, like, we had 2 classes together, you guys. Crazy.
Yeah.
But the first one, like with the whole sleeping part, that was hard for me to adjust to, and then I kind of got over it.
Yeah.
And then also my dad was helping me a lot too. My mom helped as well, but like my dad was helping me because he was working
with
from home.
and
With-
childcare.
Yeah, it was childcare. Okay, so that's another big thing. Now that I have 2, like financially,
Yeah.
we can leave it at that.
Yeah. Well, I think that's why I'm kind of glad that like I'm gonna have Anna like a sibling when she's a little older. Because by the time
And to help you.
I know Anna's very helpful.
She is. She's very sweet.
She loves babies.
Her baby
like,
girl is so sweet. She's very helpful. That's the one thing too.
I
like,
mean, she's sweet to y'all. I'm just kidding. No, Anna, like she is.
every kid is gonna act out with their own parent.
Yeah, but no, she actually like loves kids. She wants like if I could have like a bunch of kids, I think Anna would be happy. Like I don't, but if I could, like I think she will get jealous because she is the only child. She loves attention. She loves to be touched. She loves to be held. All that. But she really does want siblings. But I'm glad that I'm waiting so long because she's helpful. And also too, I don't have to pay for childcare.
Yeah.
Anna's is so.
It's expensive.
I'm not even gonna say how much it is, but it's like a mortgage. Like,
Childcare is expensive, y'all.
Yeah.
Like, it's expensive.
and even at her old place, I
It's
mean,
expensive.
It's expensive, and that was like one of the cheapest ones. And I was like, oh,
And I get like, you know, like everybody has to get money. I get that, okay?
yeah.
But like even for infants, like most of the time they sleep and they charge more like for the younger kids.
That's because they got to deal with all that, like.
Poop and stuff.
Yeah. Have you not had one of those bad ones where it like up their back?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Especially with Bryson. Heck yeah.
Oh my gosh, I remember one time Anna was so sick and it got all in my bed, like, cause she was she was laying on me. Yes, she was laying on me. We fell asleep and I woke up and I was like, what is that? And it was like all down my arm, on the bed, like, oh my god. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, yeah. Well, cause you know Anna got sick all the time because she was in childcare like since she was 6 weeks old, and they're gonna get sick because they're around like
Other people.
all
Germs,
that.
other germs.
Right. And so it was kind of like inevitable, but oh my lord, honey, it was like disgusting.
Okay, I didn't want to do nursing because I didn't want to have to deal with poop. Because like during rotations, you have to I can go to like nursing homes or something like that.
So I'm a teacher. I wanted to help people, but I didn't want
I
to
couldn't be a teacher either. I was like, you guys, okay, this is gonna be really weird because my nephews will tell you, I have the most difficult time with kids sometimes. I don't know what it is, mainly with my nephews, and I just got super annoyed. So that's another thing I had to work on with being a parent is I like kids and I love kids, but my patience is still.
You're very patient with Anna though.
Yeah, but some kids, but my own though, it's kind of maybe I'm more patient with other people's kids versus my own in family. That sounds bad.
No, because you have to be with them more. I feel like sometimes I'm less patient with Anna than I am with my students.
Yeah.
Because first of all,
first of all, that's the job. That's different.
That's my
different.
job. I mean, that is my job.
That's your job. You have to, be with kids, so that's understandable.
She just acts it's really, really.
She grown.
She is she has an opinion. You ask her how she feels.
You're not allowed to have an opinion.
Well, yeah, I know. When you ask her how she feels, and I do want to make sure that I foster that, especially being a woman in the world that we live in now. You need to have an opinion and say how you feel, and you know what I'm saying.
Really listen to your kids and get them to.
Yeah.
And all that, because it's hard when your child is little. It's so hard because they can't talk, they can't tell you how they feel. I mean, all they can do is cry. And for me, I do really good with the baby stage, the newborn, infant stage. But when they start becoming toddlers and they're it's really the crying. That's what gets me. The whining for no reason. That is what gets me so much. I can take everything else.
Me.
Yeah, it's really frustrating, and it's always we were talking about how to deal with that. People are always telling you how to do it with your kids, but every child's different. Some kids need more than others.
That's one thing I don't like when older people try to tell you what to do with your kid. No, I got this. Thank you. This is my kid.
And there's a lot of people out there shaming other moms. Don't do that. That is mad annoying.
Well, and also too, I think we shame ourselves because I was talking to you about this on the phone that so when I had Anna, I had her October 24th, and we had just had midterm stuff. So I was stressed out. So
she was in school too.
Yes. Okay. So I had her at 21, and I didn't stop college. So I just kind of kept going.
Tell them when you went after you had her.
What do you mean?
Oh,
okay. So I went back to school after a week. I went to a great school when I had really great professors. I even had one professor, she had just had a kid the year before and was girl, don't come back to class. She's do everything online and then
get behind home and relax.
Right, and she's do everything online and then come back at midterm time or at finals time. So I did that. But I did go back to school after a week, and then I worked retail. So I had to
She crazy.
I know. I had to go to work because when you work retail, the busiest time of the year is Black Friday. So I had 3 weeks and I went back to work. I didn't go back and work 40 hours a week at first. It was after 2 months I did that. Actually, not even 2 months. It was a month and a half because it was Christmas time. So I had to work because when you work retail, you don't get paid time off and stuff. So I had to do that. So I went back to work after 3 weeks, and after a week I went back to school. And one of the things that was the most challenging is that I kept trying to be great at everything. Being a mom and doing everything.
And working and doing good in school and trying to be perfect.
Yes, I will say I did get on the dean's list the semester after I had her.
Even though she had team no sleep.
Well, I know, and so I ended up having postpartum, and I think it was a combination of the fact that your hormones are crazy after you have kids. You need to take your prenatal vitamins after you have kids because it kind of helps regulate it a little bit, and be open with your doctors because I don't think I was, and I didn't really fully understand what I was going through. But there would be some nights, and Anna's amazing. She is the best thing that's ever happened to me because I don't know if I would have finished school because I was not going down the right path. Kind of it was that I wasn't focused.
She don't want to be like me. I did finish school.
Right.
I'm going to though, but
whatever.
She's
Anyway.
really strong, y'all. She's really strong. Like, not all people can do that, and
Yeah, I think the big thing is that I ended up going to see a counselor, and I saw them for a whole summer after I had Anna. And then it ended up helping me kind of figure out what I was going through, because I was trying to compare myself to like all these moms online, like, oh, they're getting to do all these great things.
and just people in general that
Yeah.
that haven't had kids too.
Right, and I was raised by a single mom, and like I never heard her complain, because she went back to school to get her master's when she had us. We were a little older, but and I never really heard my mom like complain or anything. And I was just like, why am I feeling like this? So I would like hold Anna at night sometimes, and I'd be like crying, and she would already be asleep, but I'd be up crying because like I'm tired. Like,
She call me.
yeah, whatever.
I guess at that moment, not that I wouldn't understand, but it's kind of hard to talk to somebody who isn't.
I
going
was
through
the
same
only
thing.
one out of my friends that had a kid,
Yeah.
so it was kind of like.
But that kind of escalated quickly after like a couple years, and
Right.
like all of her friends started having kids now.
Yeah, but I know, like, I think majority of my friends have kids now, but at the time, like, it was just really hard. Like, I wish that like people would just be more honest with the fact that like it is not okay.
It's hard.
It's hard,
and it's okay to say
Yes.
that it's hard.
You don't have to be like
Be vulnerable about it. Like, don't like. It's okay to always like, encourage one another. Like, be strong. You got this. You can do
Right.
it. But sometimes no, I don't have it today. We don't normally take this long to do makeup.
No, I normally take like 10 minutes to do my makeup. It's because I'm talking to you.
Yeah, we're gonna do another like video. We're gonna do some more stuff together. Probably not a whole lot, but she gonna be in it. She's gonna be included. She helping me out.
Mm,
But okay, do you remember what we were talking about?
no. I spray setting spray, and then I put on my
Your
highlighter so that it'll stay.
She's doing her go-to makeup, and I'm doing I don't know what I'm doing. Makeup.
This is literally what I put on my face like every day. Like,
This is like out of my comfort zone, cause y'all.
I don't know why she tried to do that. And I literally told her, I was like, I'm doing my makeup that I do when I get up at 5:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. I don't know, like, what in the world?
I'm feeling wild today. I'm feeling like I should really show that I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, look at that highlight.
With bright colors though.
You see it?
I see
Mhm.
it, girl.
I don't know why, but like I used to like really pack on the highlighter, like, but like
She is definitely a makeup girl though. You are definitely.
well,
Yeah, she love it.
now that I'm
Now that we have kids, it's like, not happening.
no,
Not happening.
no.
So did you have any fears like putting Anna into childcare? Like what are your thoughts on childcare? Besides that it's expensive, because
Right. I didn't really have any fears, only because the place that she was going to was a lot of like older ladies that were with her that were more like grandma figures when she was younger.
Yeah.
And then like it was one of those daycares where like, you could just pop in and be like, what's up? And so that's what I would do.
As you should be able to, because
Right.
I would be concerned. I'd be like, okay, what y'all having? You know?
Right. So I that's how it was at her like daycare. So that's just kind of what it was like in my experience. My problem that I had was like the fact that she kept getting sick.
Yeah.
Which that's just what happens. You can't really help that. Like at all.
I know, but I hate that so much because it's like
It's expensive.
It's expensive, but because you have to pay even if your child isn't there. And also, I get sick and I get upset when I get sick because my child is sick.
Yeah.
And then sometimes your child gets it worse than you because they've never been sick in their life, versus you have. You know? So, talk about being sick with the breastfeeding. You want to talk about breastfeeding a little bit?
Oh yeah, because that did not work the same for me.
My first one, I didn't really breastfeed that long. There was something going on with his, I don't know what you call it, but something going on with his tongue. And I have a flat nipple. I don't know if people know, there's different type of nipples, okay?
Right.
And I just I don't know. I think because also it was my first time, I didn't know what I was doing. Even though I had coaches, it was very discouraging because I was like,
It is not as natural as people say. Like everyone's like, it's so natural. No, it's actually a lot of hard work. Like
yeah.
it is really hard to do. Like you have to make a really conscientious decision to do
This is what I want to do.
Right. And like yeah, it's not as natural as people say. I feel like with this one, it's pretty like
it's a lot easier.
Yeah,
it's a lot easier.
That is not my experience with breastfeeding.
Yeah, tell them what your experience was.
So I really think it was because of how stressed out I was because of everything that was going on. But I kept so I did it for like 2.5 weeks, like, and I was trying to pump a lot of milk. And the problem is I kept pumping and pumping, and I wasn't letting her get attached. So anytime I tried to, like, we were in public and I needed her to come to me, she wouldn't because she wasn't used to it. Because I just was pumping and pumping and pumping and giving her the milk that I was pumped because I was already sore.
Yeah.
So then I kept getting clogged milk ducts, and what did I just did?
It's okay.
So I kept getting clogged milk ducts, and if you don't know what that is, it's where like you get these knots in your chest, and then
they hurt.
Oh my god,
they hurt.
And then when they get too clogged, girl, they get like
they hurt.
Right. No, you get like flu-like symptoms, which I didn't know that. Because I had her in October, and when I started having these problems like November, so I was like, oh my god, am I getting like really sick? No, it was my clogged milk duct. And so I
did you ever wear a wired bra?
No, I wore those.
That's a no. That's all I was asking.
No.
That hurts.
No, I never did. I wore like the ones that you could like flap out because I was leaking, but like because I was pumping so much.
Yeah.
And then when I got the clogged milk ducts like the last week. So I only did it for 2.5 weeks, so whatever. But the last week when it was like one kept like milk was coming out, and then the other one was just so painful. So when I went to the OBGYN, I
am messing up so bad. Okay, I'm listening. Sorry. Okay.
Oh my god.
It looks orange. I got eyeshadow up here. It's okay. I'm gonna fix it. It's fine. It's fine.
Anyways. But I was on his pediatrician. They were like, it's okay if you can't breastfeed. He's like, you have a lot going on. Like, it's probably not healthy for you to obsess over this.
Yeah. And so that's another thing with breastfeeding. Like, people feel like they have to do it.
You don't have to.
Yeah.
I feel like as long as they get like a little bit of milk, which is what they said, it's like as long as she gets a little bit, she's fine.
It's okay.
Right. And I was obsessing over like making sure I pumped enough milk for when I was going back to work, because I knew I was going to go back to work in like a couple weeks. And so, when I would work, I would be there really late. And so my mom would have, like, I don't know what I would have done if I didn't have my mom, because my mom would like watch Anna, and my sister, and then her dad would, but it was a lot of my mom's help where like she would like watch her at night when I had to stay and work retail till like 2 o'clock in the morning. And so I was trying to make sure that I was like gonna have enough milk. And then like my mom and the pediatrician were like, it is okay. Like you don't have to.
Like, girl, just
it is
give it up, it's fine.
Right. Like she's like, you're gonna make yourself sick trying to do this.
I've heard like some people like say like breastfeeding makes them sick because they're stressing out so much about it, and it's just best to just not do it, because your health, like your babies need you. And it's okay if your child has formula. I was formula fed. I'm fine.
Yeah.
That's what I had to think about. So I was like, you know what?
I think I was breast milk, and I don't think I'm any healthier than you.
So needless to say, it doesn't matter.
Right.
I mean, it is cheaper.
It is way that was another thing too. I didn't want to have to pay for formula.
That was the main thing for me. I was like,
I don't want to pay for formula.
I don't have money like that.
Right.
I'm gonna breastfeed.
Right.
It just came down to it. I was like, you know what? I mean, with the first one I did have to buy formula, and it's expensive.
Yeah, but I will say, like, again, luckily I have my mom. Like, she helped me get formula.
Parents are.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
My parents.
Right. If it wasn't for her, I don't think I would have. Like, I just appreciate so much of the support system I had because my mom. If it wasn't for them, like, helping me, there's absolutely no way I would have finished school.
Yeah.
I would have never been able to get my degree. I would have never been able to
work.
Right, I would have never been able to work to like support. And like, there's no way. And I knew what I wanted is I wanted my daughter to see me
be successful.
Say that like, even though I had her, I never gave up. Like,
future Anna, when you watch this.
Right. Because she was in my graduation pictures. And then at graduation, there's like a video of her on my Facebook where she's like, yay, mommy, like whatever. And she was just so excited that like I actually graduated. And so she she goes to
the picture.
The school that she goes to now
Yeah.
is where I graduated from. So she goes to like the magnet school that's there. She still will be like, oh, that's where you graduated, graduation. Like she still talks about it. So it's just,
That's amazing.
I know.
I hope to be like that one day.
You will. I'm a firm believer that God put things in your life for certain reasons. And I feel like he put Anna in my life at a point where he knew that
you needed her so you could focus.
Right. It wasn't even just that. It was like the fact, Patrice had passed away. Yeah. That was our, my sister and I's best friend since we were like in 2nd grade. And my sister was like really going through it when that happened. And me and my sister weren't really getting along. And it was just something that kind of, Anna like glued
you guys together.
Yes, like, and so I feel like that was something that we needed.
I remember she used to tell me stories in school, like, yeah, I made my sister this and that. Like,
We like could not stand each other.
It was getting pretty bad.
It was, and so that's why
it was stressing you out a little bit though.
No, it was a lot.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, it was a lot. And so even Tori says now to this day that like Anna will be forever like her favorite niece. Because, or like if I have more kids, like that'll be her favorite. Because she said that Anna pulled her out of like this dark place, which I was kind of going through a dark place too. And I firmly believe that kids come into your life, like babies come into your life for a purpose and a reason.
Yeah.
It might not feel like it was the best time, because for me, I was like, when I found out I was pregnant at 20, I was like, I am not ready. Like, what is going on? But I feel like
yours wasn't planned, mine wasn't planned either. So, but like you said, God,
especially the second one. Oh my God.
Y'all, first of all, I didn't even announce that I was having another child.
No, not till I go to the baby shower. Okay.
Was it baby? No, it was.
Oh no. Bryson's first birthday. That's what it was. And homegirl was dancing, like getting it, everything. And what were it was like a Wakanda theme party. Yes. So she was doing like African dance. So the last thing I expected was for you to tell me that, or for you to announce in the video, like you see Bryson looking at an ultrasound. So at first I'm like, is that him looking at his
And I'm sitting right next to her. Yeah, that was funny.
And so then everybody's like quiet, and I was like, wait. Are you pregnant?
She's like, you're pregnant? I was like, yeah.
And I was like, what? Everybody's like, oh my God. But I think I was the first one to be like, wait.
Yeah, you were like, oh, okay. And you're like, wait a second.
Wait.
It took her a little
and then
it took her long.
And then it said coming September 20th. When did you have it?
I had it October 9th.
Okay, yeah, so it said coming October 2019. And I was like, what? Oh my God. So I was freaking out, but I didn't know.
Yeah, I didn't tell anybody.
I didn't tell anybody really either. And some people got really upset with me that I didn't tell them. And I was like, y'all, I just didn't want to have the judgment of being like, I'm not married. I'm young. Like, I was not in a great place. So I didn't want anyone to like judge me.
That's another thing, about becoming a mother, and you're not like
where you want to be.
Where you want to be, or where you should be, or where other people think you should be.
Right. That's exactly how I felt. I'm already done. I'm just waiting on you.
I know. I'm just going OD over here. This was not supposed to be happening at all.
Yeah. This is like my everyday like.
This is like I tried it.
Right. I actually forgot that I had this color, and then I wore it the other day on the date with a boyfriend, and he actually liked it and was like, oh, and it like doesn't come off ever, like if I'm eating or drinking.
It's cute.
It's the Sephora brand. I don't even know if they make these colors.
I'm not gonna put on no lashes, y'all. Ain't nobody got time for that today. I done did too much already with this makeup look.
Yeah, negatory. I don't even remember the last time I put on lashes. My makeup, let me tell you, because I used to do like really long, extravagant like makeup. Like I would bake my face for like 10 minutes, like take my time or whatever. Now I'm just like, I need to hurry up and get this on because I don't have time.
Oh, we'll talk about also being a single mom versus being married or being with your sister.
You and Matt had just got married when you found out.
Yes, so
because he was getting deployed, right?
Yeah, I got married May 27th, 2017, and I got pregnant September. in September
It
2013.
was a honeymoon.
Well, no, I don't know about that. It was something, and yeah. And then we got pregnant again, and then had another one.
Yeah.
So I had one baby 2018, 2019. So I always commend single mothers, and also I just now like experiencing what it's like to be a stay-at-home mom. So I also commend stay-at-home moms
I
too.
commend them too. Only because like you really have, like I hate when people pit working moms and stay-at-home moms like against each other.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if I
Regardless, it's work.
Right. I had a month over the summer. I was about to set my face. I had a month over the summer. Not even a month. It was like 3.5 weeks where I wasn't working because we were off for school and I was done with summer school. And it was just really like, I would have to, if I was a stay-at-home mom, I'd have to have like a schedule. I'd have to like have our days planned because, and then set aside time where it's like for myself, because there's absolutely no way. Like I just feel like a lot of times with with stay-at-home moms, you get lost in the fact that you're a mom. So like I know I had one friend that was a stay-at-home mom, and she said that she had to like figure out what were the things that she liked in order to, because she was kind of losing herself being
Which
at
a lot
home.
of us do that.
Yeah.
Mine's more so of a weight thing. Like I don't dress the way I used to. Like I literally wear like the same stuff all the time, like Vans, stretchy pants.
It also is a little easier because you don't have to think about it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I'm just like,
But-
whatever.
Yeah, I mean mine, I don't know, I like being like a thicker shape, but I will say the one part of my body that bothers me, like I don't mind having like hips and all that, but it's like the stomach, because I'm forever, it doesn't matter how much weight I lose, I'm forever going to have like that excess skin because I'm just so short and she stretched out so far that like unless I get like plastic surgery, there's no way I'm gonna lose that skin.
Same.
Yeah, and like you can see it, whatever. Luckily, like
They shouldn't have to do the surgery thing. That feels weird too. Like, okay, this is gonna sound bad, but when I was like elementary school and I had some teachers where like they put their jeans up, and then I just used to always think,
why is that?
Yeah, like
Then
what
you
is
have
that?
a kid and you're like, oh, that's why.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, I get it. Like I thought they had like
No, it's
two
to literally
stomachs.
no.
When I was young, I didn't know. You know what I'm
But
saying?
now they have like pants where you can like
flush it down a little bit.
yeah, like, and it doesn't look bad. Like I feel like I have pants that are like a little more high waisted, but you can't really tell. Also, too, when you can't wear a tight shirt if you're gonna wear something like that, you gotta wear like a loosey goosey honey shirt, like, you know what I'm saying?
Let it loose.
Right.
Yeah, because definitely like, I don't know, so much like the things that I never wanted or didn't want to look like, I've got it, you know, like not knowing.
She's so beautiful. I don't know why she does that to herself. I know, but whatever.
My first one, I started working 3 weeks after I had him. You know, you're definitely not supposed to do that, especially after having major surgery.
Yes.
And
yeah, you
then-
had a C-section. I don't know how you did that.
But the first one wasn't too bad. It was okay. I was actually okay. You know, I had a little bit of it, the incision still open. Anyway, yeah. So that, and then I was okay. I was trying to be a super mom. I was going to Winthrop and going to the other school at the same time.
Columbia.
But living in Columbia, so I had to drive an hour.
Yeah.
And I was trying to, you guys, I was pumping and driving at the same time. Like I didn't really have a portable like pump. Like it was like I forgot what the technical term for it, but I was like plugging it in. I was pumping because I was trying to stay awake.
I would call you and I'd be like, what you doing? She's like, I'm on my way to school. And I was like, what's that noise? I'm pumping my milk.
Yeah, I'm pumping and I'm driving, so.
That's probably why breast milk didn't really work for you. It probably would
The first time anyway,
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like when you're trying to do too much, that's why they tell you to take off like 6 weeks. You gotta get your life together, get your hormones intact, like
your mentality,
Yes.
mental state, like all that stuff needs to be in order. Like you have to take care of yourself. And that's what we're realizing as well, even though we're young, like, and we're working hard, you know, but you have to take care of yourself, and it's okay to do that.
Yeah,
because we tend not to. So, okay. Well, we would love to talk longer, but this camera keeps cutting off, and it's getting on my nerves. And
it is a little toasty in here.
And it's hot. I'm just like, woo, it's hot in here, so I don't want to turn on the fan.
I'm glad that I left my hair natural.
Yeah, girl, because let me tell you, the roots right now,
Let me feel
They're
it.
trying to puff up.
Right.
It's not real flat. But okay.
It's not that bad.
It's not bad, but I can feel myself getting toasty. I want to take this off, but not on the camera. So anyway, so I want to thank you for coming. You know, take your time out because you are a busy mom. So thank you for coming out. And
Luckily, I was off school today.
yeah, Wednesday, y'all. But we might do another video. If you guys like this video, be sure to give it a like, thumbs up, comment down below, engage with me. And yeah, if you guys have any questions or you like this video, like I said, just let me know, and then maybe we might do a part 2 or something like that and do some other videos together.
Maybe I'll do eyeshadow this next time.
Yeah, we're gonna do some eyeshadow.
Okay.
I messed up.
We were gonna say, I'm just kidding.
We weren't gonna say anything, but yeah, that looks tragic.
With your eyeshadow.
Yeah, I got eyeshadow up here. It's
That's
fine.
okay because I looked like orange face. Like
No,
what
but
if you-
for it looks good though.
now
looks
it does. I can't tell,
Good. But it
but
looks really good.
okay, good.
In the flesh, it looks good. But okay, you guys, thanks for watching this video. Be sure to stay tuned for the next one, and we'll see you next time. Bye.